Morning everyone, it's another gorgeous day out here. Going to do some more test flying. So it's still pretty cold out, and if you recall last time I was flying, there was some oscillations going on. There's actually two of them going on. One was like this and the other was like this. The one going like this is what I'm trying to sort out, because I had that tuned out, and then when the temperature dropped down to 16 below, it came back. So it's like surprised me that the temperature seemed to affect it. The other one, so that's what I'm trying to work on. I've modified the PID settings, and hopefully that dealt with it. The other yawing is because of this. So this is how it turns. It actually tilts the tail rotor right and left. And right now this is getting really stiff in the extreme cold. And so because of that, what happens is it's a robot, so it tries to fly itself. So it'll say turn to the right, just ever so slightly, and it'll try and correct, and it'll what it'll try and do is try and turn this way. But because this is so slow, by the time it is corrected and turns itself this way, and it tries to react and bring this back, this is so slow that it is now overshot, and so it now tries to correct going the other way, and then it overshoots, and so it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that's the sort of the right-left hunting that you'll see, which it'll probably do today just because it's so cold out. But hopefully I've gotten rid of the PID oscillations, which was the biggest concern. The other thing, normally when you get a remote control radio, this is the way almost all the ones I've ever flown were like this. The throttle was on the left, and so you can see it holds its position, and this the rudder, and then your elevator and ailerons. So your right, left, and bank, and your pitch angle. Now, when I got this radio, it was backwards. This was the throttle, and this was the yaw, and this was the elevator and pitch. So I totally had to reprogram myself on how to fly this thing, because I grew up with radios like this. So just last week, I found out how to reverse these. And so these are awesome little radios, man. For 55 bucks, I think I paid for it. 9-channel radio. Completely configurable and programmable. So I figured out just last week how to do this. So now I got to retrain myself, because I've been flying backwards and now gotten used to it. So now I got to do some test flights and retrain myself on how to fly this thing. Okay, let's get this thing powered up and get the GPS locking onto a signal. One more test I got to do as well. Last time when I lost control, I had never done a range check with the radio, and Luke had suggested that because last time, if you recall, I did something weird with the antenna, which I'd never done before. I've never had a problem with comm. That was the first time I lost control, so to speak. So I'm going to do a quick range check, and there's a little button on the radio for that. So I'm going to do a quick range check and see what kind of range we get. And it's just a touch breezy out here today, but not a big deal. I don't mind flying in this. It's not a problem. you.